everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some clips of a Friendsgiving that I planned and how I made it safe and really fun. I know Thanksgiving passed, but I hope this video just gives you ideas on what you can do if you want to have a small get-together and ways to make it safe and super fun for your friends, your family. So yeah, I hope you like it. I hope it's helpful, and let's get into it. So the first thing I did was I actually created a Google Doc, which is not shown here because I wanted to redo it and make it look a little bit nicer. But basically the Google Doc acted as an invitation for my friends, so I was able to share it with them and they could see the location and the time and all the precautions we needed to take in order to make this safe. And yeah, I also created the menu and I placed that on the invitation. And I'm so happy I did this because it not only made it look nicer, but it allowed us all to stay super organized because my friends were able to see who was bringing what, and we also got to talk about food restrictions. And so yeah, I just think it was a nice touch, and I encourage you to always have an invitation. It doesn't have to be something you have to go and mail out. It could honestly be a simple text with some cute emojis or a Google Doc like I did. And yeah, don't be afraid to put the menu on there because I think it's a nice touch. So the next thing I did was I went up to my cabinets and I started pulling out certain things that my mom has collected throughout the years, and thank goodness she does this because it saves so much money, and I was so happy that I didn't have to go out and start buying stuff because this was a little bit last minute and I didn't want to spend the money anyway. So I just started pulling things out that had my certain fall aesthetic vibe that I was going for, certain colors, certain pictures, definitely pumpkins. I wanted a lot of that. And so it brings me to my second tip, which is to find things that you already own because you'd be surprised how much money you could save. So yeah, I just liked how all this stuff looked and I couldn't wait to start decorating. So as soon as I saw those 3 pumpkins, I knew I wanted that to be my centerpiece, which brings me to my next tip would be have a tall centerpiece, have something that stands out but that's not too over the top. And that's why I liked these pumpkins because I liked how they were all different sizes. There was a tall one, a medium size, and a small size, and I think they looked really nice together. And so yeah, always have a centerpiece and get creative with it. After I placed the centerpiece on the table, I just went into my living room and I really wanted to see what the plating looked like, as well as the cup and the party favor, which is hand sanitizer. And yes, I know that the fork is white and that the knife and the spoon are clear plastic. I wish it all went together, but sometimes things don't work out and sometimes we're on a budget. So even though it bothered me a little bit, it's okay. When I saw everything together and I liked how it looked, I took it to the table and started placing the plates on there and setting it up just as I did in the living room. And yeah, I think altogether it went quite nicely. I like the napkin, and the only thing that bugs me a little bit is just the utensils. I really wish they were all clear plastic, but it's all good. No one really cares, so it's fine. My next tip would be to have a party favor. I chose hand sanitizer just because with the time that we're in right now, I knew that my friends would get a lot of use out of it, and they did. And yeah, I just placed that right by the cup, and I think it was a cute touch. So after I set up the lawn table, I went over to the round table that was right next to it, and I just started placing all the decor that I found on there. And this table would actually act as the DIY station. So my next tip would be have a craft prepared or have some sort of activity for your guests. I was really struggling of what I could do that was super safe. So I went on Pinterest and I just started looking things up, and I came across this DIY wreath making. And I was like, that is so cool. So I headed to the dollar store and I just started picking things that I thought would be cute on a wreath. So flowers, ribbon, all that kind of stuff. And it turned out to be super fun, and we didn't even need to use the hot glue. So yeah, I just really liked setting all that stuff up on that table, and I highly recommend it. And Pinterest is so handy for good ideas. I added this clip in because it was such a gorgeous day and I was actually really nervous that it was going to be really cold, and I even put a heater right by the table. But it just turned out to be lovely, and the trees were gorgeous, the leaves, oh my gosh, the color, everything was screaming fall. And my next tip would be to play some music, just set the mood. I actually found this station called Fall on Pandora, and I really recommend you go listen to it because it just made everything feel really just cozy, and it was a vibe. So it was really nice, so I really recommend that. So this is just an overview of how everything turned out, and I was super happy with it. So before I end the video, I just wanted to add in this picture of this amazing apple pie that my friend made. She worked so hard on it, and not only did it look gorgeous, but it tasted so good. And I really hope she makes it again because it was the best apple pie I've ever had. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope that the tips were helpful and it just gave you some sort of inspiration if you wanted to have a small gathering and ways to make it safe. And yeah, I just hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.